Oh, here, and I am, as you know, Goddess off the grid. And right now, Goddess is back in the doggone desert. You know what? As a matter of fact, I need to put my hair down because it is cold as a mother effer out here. Where is my. Oh, here it is. Oh, my goodness. Okay, listen. I want to talk about our men, good people. It's cold out here. I'm telling you. Remember a month ago I was in the desert? I am back in the desert again, and it is freezing. I'm going to have to get gloves. I'm going to have to, but at least the hair is keeping the side of my face warm. You are early, Eros. Finally, you're behind. Got here on time. You got to turn on your notifications, gangs in the house. No tiff, no tiff. Ah, let's talk about it. I'm reading the comments from the video I put up yesterday. Some of you out there are delusional. You guys want to see this view? Look at this 360-degree view. You know what? Why is my face in the view? Let me show you all. Let me show you all. Goddess off the grid where I'm at right now. Look at this. Sprawling hills, wide open plains. Look at the sun coming up. Trying to give us some warmth out here. Oh, that's me out there. Ah! I look like a wishbone. All right. Okay, so let's talk about it. Are men good people? You know, I've lived a long time. I'm a lot younger than I look because I got that vitamin E keeping the skin cheeky. I've lived a long time and I've been a lot of places. And I'll say this, right? Because I'm not going to say that men are bad people. I'm not going to say men are bad people. But I will say this. Men seem to be governed. Where's my camera? There we go. Men seem to be governed by their testicles and testosterone. And where does that leave us? So I'm not going to say that men are. Let's talk about what it means to be a good person. Being governed by your testicles and testosterone, does that leave you to being the type of person who is concerned with the environment, concerned with other people's welfare? My eyes are watering because it's so cold out here. Oh, and my hand is numb. I can't even move it. I had to put it inside my pocket. There's a cyclist on the road. Good morning. Get it, get it. He just straight ignored me. It's cold out here. I'd ignore me too. Or maybe he had it in his headphones. Who knows? Maybe he thought I was talking to the camera. Who knows? But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I have found in my travels and in my experience as a human being that men seem to be governed by the lower vibrational things that drive people towards base level satisfaction. Inside of the book, Conversations with God, it talks about becoming, there's a person parked with their RV along the side of the road right there. That person just lives off the grid. That's for real off the grid right there. I don't know how they get their water and stuff. And they got a sign up saying they need food. And I'm like, if you need something in this great land of America, what do? You go get it. But nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, that's Walter White. Lord have mercy. I can't keep on topic today. I can't, trying to keep on subject, but I can't. Not while I'm walking and I'm outside. Are men good people? Answer the question. I mean, the thing is that I don't think men really see. I don't think men really see, and I don't think that they really want to come to grips, because if they had to come to grips with, as a collective, Now, on an individual level, yeah, there can be good men and even in every man, even in his own life, goes through his phases. But from what it is that I'd say, if we look at the way the world is going today, and we look at, I'm sorry, I'm trying. It's just too difficult. It's too difficult. I'm cold. It's early. I'm out of breath. Eros is saying they may feel less of a man. Let me stop for a second and get my thoughts together. All right. All right, let's go. Put my hand in my pocket and warm up a little bit. No, I'll be out here longer. Let me keep walking. All right. So, in the book Conversations with God, it talks about the evolution of your soul and how much you have to evolve to be able to come back as a woman, to be able to incarnate as a woman. And I would say, from what it is that I have seen, that if you talk about just being a good person for a good person's sake, right? As a collective, I would say that women are more concerned with the collective, with cooperation, with assisting people, right, in elevating, right? And even, listen, if you want to talk about evolutionary psychology and evolutionary biology, babies have ingrained in them a natural fear of strange men's faces. That if there's a man that they don't know, babies have ingrained in them a fear to scream and alert, because those were the babies that survived during the barbaric times. And I think that if we are going to elevate as a collective, as people in general, we have to look into the things that are existing in our society that are less than helpful for the collective, less than high vibrational. We have to look at those things. Oh, my hands. I'm about to cross this road in the desert. All right, let's see. Okay. Let me take my behind on. All right, I got it. I did it. I did it. All right. So then I hope that answers your question. I don't see what other people are. Black RGB. Let me take my cold, shriveled hands and try to scroll down and see. Good morning. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down and see what Black RGB said. Okay, a man who never recognizes his mistakes will never know peace. Yes. Oh, Ralph is in the house. Hey, Ralph. To understand, you have to be in touch and respect your inner manifestation of femininity. That is true. There are absolutely great men in the world. All men can't be bad. Rap the bad ones. You know what, Elsie? I think we're going to have to, look, if we're going to have a mature conversation, we're going to have to be able to look at this in a mature way. There's nobody saying that every single man on earth is a bad person. But I think we have to open up our effing eyes and mind to being able to look at how the collective is being governed and run. Because if not, we won't be able to take a look at child sex trafficking. We won't be able to take a look at the wars. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Somebody take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Put me on full and then take a screenshot for me, please. Take a screenshot. I'm going to pose right here. Did you take the screenshot? Let me know. Put up a 1 if you took the... Well, I only need one person. 1 or 2, 3 people to do it. A screenshot. All right. So you got it, right? And then just send it to me afterwards. Thank you. Thank you. So we need to just send it to me. Thank you. Cozy, send it to me on you can send it to me at booking@TonyaTKO.com. Bookings with an S. All right. Oh, that sun just looks so gorgeous coming up. So basically, when we start looking, thank you. Send those to me. I'm going to use that as my hand is so cold. Look at this. Ugh, fingers are all shriveled. Oh, somebody says, I agree with you, Khadija. Let me scroll back and see what Khadija has said. Oh, let's see. Men are stuck in a patriarchal system of thinking. B says that. I don't see what Khadija says. I've lost, it's too far back. K. Michelle is full of crap. She needs to blame the person she sees in the mirror every morning. No, Purple, you're full of crap and you sound like a fool. Because if you didn't watch that video, K. Michelle is not just talking about her own point of view. She's talking about the droves of women who come up to her after her performances, when she's leaving locations, who talk to her over and over and over again about all of the men out there. So when you start trying to blame the messenger, instead of opening up your doggone ears and at least hearing a person's point of view to see how they came upon that point of view, you know, you leave yourself wanting to huddle and put your head in the sand to block out other people's experience. This is her experience. Does she need therapy? Yes, she definitely needs therapy. But I would say after dealing with men out there, the collective of women need doggone therapy too. All right, I'm sorry, I don't have to be like that. My bad. All right. But no, I would say this, right? Now, yes, we have free will. And yes, our energy is going to attract people into our lives. And I would say this, right? That there are far too many males who are open, willing, and available to use their free will to subjugate people who are in places in their lives where they need healing. There are far too many men open, willing, and available. So let's say you have a woman out there who she's come into this life to learn forgiveness. There are far too many men out there who are all too willing, with free will of sound, mind, and body, to go and subjugate this woman who needs therapy, or who isn't at the height of self-love, self-esteem, and awareness. There's just far too many of them out there who's like, oh, well, you self-conscious? Well, let me beat you down. Let me stomp on you. Let me rape you. There's just far too many of them available to be that earthly lesson. You know, it's like you would be able to get it in some other sort of way, but there's a man right there who's ready, willing, and available to harm you and assist you in getting those quote unquote lessons in this life. And then so we have, the question to me seems to encompass all men, and all me aren't bad. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Let's have an intelligent discussion among mature people. We're talking about the collective. Is the average man a good person? I can't even sit here and say that the average man is a good person. I would have to say that the average man vibrates very low in his testicles and testosterone, and is governed from that place. And any woman who is going to take her black ass out there onto the effing streets and go out there thinking that the average man is a good person who is going to have your best interests at heart, you are a fool who is going to come tumbling back down the hill when some man kicks you down it. Because the average man does not care about you. The average man cares about your pussy or what he can get from you. The average man doesn't even see you as an effing person. The average man sees you as a split between your legs that he can try to figure out how to get in between. And if he doesn't want your pussy, the average man does not want anything to do with you. He doesn't want to be your friend. He doesn't see you as a viable person to offer life advice or assistance. If he doesn't want your pussy, the average man does not want anything to do with you. He doesn't see you as his sister. He doesn't see you as human. He doesn't even see you as a person. That's the average man right there. And so many of you out there, you think, oh, the average man is cool because you may be young and your skin may be plump and you may be at the height of your fertility. And you got a whole bunch of men around you doing different things for you, being nice to you. But if they didn't want to fuck you, listen to what it is that I'm saying. They wouldn't have anything to do with you. That's the average man. The average man. And this is the way that we are socializing boys, especially in this country. I can't talk about how they're socializing people in other countries, because in other countries they have other and different types of issues. Other and different types of issues. My hand is cold as a mug. Whew. That's just what it is that I've learned. And so you could go out there and be a fool if you want to. But I'm telling you, as a grown-ass woman, we got a lot of people out there that the moment that they grow a curly hair down on their crotch, all of a sudden they say that they're grown. Oh, I got a curly hair on my crotch. I'm grown, I know. You go out there and you learn. You go learn the hard way. I'm an older woman telling you. I'm an older woman telling you. Because I've seen it time and time again. That you go out there and men are plotting on you. They're plotting on how to alleviate you of your drawers, how to alleviate you of your money, how to alleviate you of your proprieties. I don't know if that's the right word, but bear with me. They're plotting on you. The average man. And the worst part about it is that there are men out there who don't plot, who don't this, that, and the other, right? But those men don't get a chance to procreate. And then their genes, most of their genes die with them. They're passive. These are passive men who go by life in their own passivity. Because the bulk of the men out there who are going to go out there and who are going to chase you, the bulk of the men who are going to go out there and chase you and pursue you and all this and the other, those are the ones who are plotting on you. So the method works. The method works. I see somebody saying this woman is speaking on just one. I don't really know what everyone in the audience is talking about because I'm going off, right? But I'll say this. I have good men in my life. I have good men in my life. You know, they have their manly stuff going on inside of their lives as well, right? But if we look at men as a collective, I put up a post on Facebook. I put up a post on Facebook talking about, because there was some man trying to promote polygamy, talking about there's 10 women to every man, so you better get down with polygamy, which is a damn falsehood, right? It's a doggone falsehood, because across the world, they're half and half. Half the population is female, half the population is male, except in China and India, where they had decades-long policy of, or practice rather, of aborting female children. And so now there's 17 million more men between India and China. 17 million more men than women. So the men were depressed. The men were killing themselves. The men were violent with one another. They had no reason to live. And I'm like, so then it became a woman's market. Because I do business in China. Well, I did a lot of business in China when I had TKO Skin. That's where I would order my bottles, jars, and stuff like that. And the ladies would tell me, oh, oh, look. See a beautiful rock. Hold on. Oh, look at it. Looks like alabaster. I'm going to drop it back down. I don't feel like carrying a rock with me right now. But so the men were depressed because you need women. The womb is so important to being able to produce children, right? So the men were depressed, and guess what happened? I was like, oh, it's a woman's market now, because the ladies were telling me, oh, I could date who I want. I can stay a virgin. They take you out, they this, they that, right? And then guess what started happening? These mother effers, right? These mother effers, instead of just dying, instead of just doing their thing, living their life and dying, these motherfuckers started stealing girls who are 14, 16 years old. The average one is about 16 years old. They started stealing these girls from other countries, kidnapping them and selling them to men as their quote unquote wife. That's what they started doing. Instead of just being like, these are the breaks. Oh, that's just the way it is. Instead, they've started stealing women. This is the nature of man. This is the nature of man. This is the nature of man. Plunder, overpower, dominate, control. This is the nature of man. So you could go out there and you could be like, oh, yeah, and you could believe what it is that you want to believe. Because you're like, oh, I gotta be a quote unquote positive person. Just because you look at the way things are unfolding in reality doesn't mean that you're not quote unquote positive. Just because you take a look and you say, this is what is happening. This is the way that it is. And listen, I want you all to be able to go out there and have healthy, functioning relationships. I want you all to, right? I want you to. And of course, in order to be able to have a healthy, functioning relationship, you have to be open and available for the right man to enter your life, or the right woman, however it is that you choose to do it, right? You have to be open and available for that person to come inside your life, right? And you have to keep a certain portion of you open to attract. You have to do your own work and attract that high vibrational man into your life. But I'm just letting you know that the average man is not high vibrational. And you're going to need to broaden your circle, hey, there's a little moth that just flew by me. It was like just suspended in the air. You're gonna have to broaden your circle, broaden your dating pool. You're gonna have to broaden who it is that you have around you, so that when you see the nonsense, because what it is that we are doing right now, listen, goddesses, what it is that we are doing right now is we are accepting and allowing the low vibrating of men. These motherfuckers should not be able to procreate. They should not be able to reproduce. Most of the men that exist inside of this world right now should not be able to get pussy with the way that the world is going. They shouldn't be able to. With the way that the world is going right now, they shouldn't be able to get pussy. They shouldn't be able to procreate until they make this world a place that is open, available, and comfortable for most people. But right now, we got so many men out here. We got so many men out here who are sitting by passively. Where's my microphone? I got to get this thing inside my ear to make sure that my microphone stays plugged in. I don't have any admins on my page right now because Derek, I'm not able to see all of the comments that you're putting up, but let me see some more foolishness being written by you and you're gone. You're gone. You better watch yourself. I'm letting you know right now. All right? So listen, we need to demand better of men. We need to demand better of men. We need to make men open up their ears, open up their eyes and listen. We need to make men be higher vibrational. Because that seems like the only way that it's going to happen is if we make them. Is if we make them. So listen, I've said all that I need to say. I've said all that I need to say. I'm going to allow you all to put up your comments and I'll respond to your comments now. I wasn't able to see everything that you were writing before. So if there was something that you was writing that you want me to see, type it back in because I'm going to use the next 5 minutes or so to just respond to comments. All right. So I hope everyone is doing well. Go ahead and thumbs up the video. If you don't see the area to thumbs up, then close out the live chat area, click the thumbs up, and then go from there. All right, so let's see. Let's see. The sun is warming up a little bit, thank goodness. But it's still, my hands are still, look at the way they look. They're all frozen up. It's cold out here. I'm going to have to get gloves and stuff. I wasn't planning on doing that. All right, I'm looking for comments. They were rolling in. All right. OG is saying, women provide me comfort and companionship, makes me feel manly to have a competent woman who has not been hit by the wall. You about to be hit by a woman. You're going to be hit by me if you don't start speaking some stuff that makes some sense. Hit by the wall. You're going to be hit by my fist in a moment. the fist of time out. That's what you're going to be hit by in a moment. All right. And Desiree saying, Tonya, please leave this video up. I need to rewatch it. Yes, of course. El Sheba saying, men can't tell me what to do until they fix our environment. No, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. All right. Men are conditioned to not be good people, and history can attest to that. I think that it is conditioning. I think that every man has it within him to be a good person, but we have so many controls in place that allow for them to just run rampant and act the damn fool. And Twitter is saying, why have you not wifed one of those women, talking to OG? We need to stop rewarding mediocrity. Check your gram DM. You know what? I'm behind on my DM on the gram because I have so many video requests that I can't keep up with. And I was hoping that I did. Listen, I recorded a video about that guy talking about his wife is lovely, but not that lovely, but loyal. I did a video to that. I'm going to be getting that up today. And Kemra saying, don't allow these devil men to get you rolled up. You know what? You need to get riled up. You really do. I have found that you cannot deal with the average man in your feminine because you have to step into your masculine to push him the F back. And ladies, you're gonna learn this because when you have a man who is trying to encroach on your space, you cannot get him the fuck out of your space in your feminine. You can't be like, oh, please get out of my space. You gotta freaking go into your masculine because that's the only thing that men understand. That's what men understand. They only understand you barking at them. This is what I'm saying. You got to get those type of men away from you. You got to get them away from you. This is why during the suffragette movement, this is why they were bombing men. They were bombing them, literally bombing them with like explosives. Because it's like they were saying that violence is the language that men understand. And it's true. You got to speak their goddamn language. And their language is violence. It's like, it's unbelievable. The men you speak of that thrive off power aren't the majority. Do you agree? thrive off of power. Now, when you start getting technical, thriving off of power, how many human beings thrive off of power to begin with? I have said what it is that I need to say about the average man. The average man is all about competition, all about being the best. This is why sports do so well with men, and why they sit up there wanting to see people risk life or limb to get the score, to get the goal, jumping on each other, using hockey pucks and knocking out each other's teeth. That's the average man. So tell me that's not the average. Thriving off power is a whole other thing, because then we have to start defining, what do you mean by thrive? What do you mean by power? And what do you mean by thriving off of? So there's too many words in there that need definition. Toya is saying, hi Tonya, I love you. I've really been thinking on this. IDK. OG is saying, unfortunately, she died from cancer. I guess he was trying to wife someone and then she died from cancer. So now he's looking for the comfort in random women. I don't know, because I'm not watching everything. I don't think we should judge all men as a collective. Kavita, and listen, I know your name, Kavita, because I've seen you around, right? You're saying, I don't think we should judge all men as a collective. I can only speak for black men because I only date them as a collective and judge their detrimental. Look, I'm going to tell you this, my friend, right? If you look at the way the world is going right now, not just black men, because somebody had the nerve to comment on my video, oh, black men this, I don't date black men, blah, blah, blah. I'm white. And I was like, white men are the most destructive predators that the world has ever seen. It's white men that are plowing the ocean right now, killing up the animals, burning down the forest. These are white men doing this. And if you look at the rape stats in the white community, they're astronomical. White men are seeming, according to the stats, to be tremendously perverse. And if you look at the doggone killers that exist out there, mass shooters, most of them are white men. There's a lot that goes into it. This is what I'm saying. I don't think that men are in general just have no hope but to be bad people. I think that we're not holding them accountable, and we're allowing them to continue to go forward without demanding that they be good people. It's like with men, like I said, you can't even stay in your feminine. You have to push down that masculine on them and force them to raise their vibration. Raise your vibration, mother effer. Raise your vibration. All right, let's see. I would love to see if video partners helping each other with their vibrations and having a spiritual connection. Hey, Raf. Nick Banks, I think, is the majority. Men can only act a damn fool by what we allow or accept from them. That is not fucking true, Mojo. And do not put the onus on women. Men need to be good people for themselves. You can't be there cracking a whip, because first of all, it's not feminine to have to force a man to do something. The way that I'm speaking right now is not feminine. I'm in my masculine right now. My voice is deep. I got the bass in my voice because I'm trying to make a point. Because the feminine at times can be too passive. And it's like, if we want a world that is balanced, we have to allow women to be in their feminine. But unfortunately, it's like women, we have to come completely out of our damn feminine, force these men to be good people so that we can then go back and rest in our feminine. Stop putting the onus on women. It is not on us. Why is it not ingrained in mankind to be a good person for his damn self, to take care of the environment and the children, creatures large and small? Instead, these motherfuckers is out here eating creatures. They're eating the creatures that live on the damn earth. What type of person sees an animal living their lives and they say, oh, you know what? I'm going to eat you. I'm going to fucking murder you, take your life and consume your dead flesh. What type of human being does that? And then we've become so accustomed to eating dead animals that there's so many of us that got corpses, animal carcasses in our fridge and freezer, sitting there coagulating in their own blood. Disgusting. Disgusting. Take a being's life and then consume its dead flesh. It's demonic if you really think about it. And then people had the nerve to try to put this in the Bible, talking about God gave you dominion over beasts so that you could consume their damn flesh. That God sounds demonic to me. If there's a God out there that says that you should eat on the dying corpse of an animal, it makes me question what that God is all about. Eating the dead blood of another animal. Come on. Sounds disgusting. Let me go forward. Let me go forward. Let me go forward. Because I know I'm going off the rails right there. Raf's birthday is Friday. Well, I'm glad you got your book in time. Happy birthday, babe. What is the biggest tool of influence on the majority of men? We already know it's pussy. We talked about this in the beginning of the video, that far too many men seem governed by their testicles and testosterone. Simple as that. Pussy, pussy, pussy. And VL is saying, I feel like men today act too damn feminine. If men today acted feminine, the world would be a much better place. Honestly, the world would be a much better place. I don't see, the thing is, they're not acting feminine. There's something else going on where they want to be women, but they want to be women as men. So they use the conquer mentality with the conquer and overpower mentality with their penis and wanting to you then take care of them. It's not feminine. It's not feminine. And King Me is saying, I've been watching you for years, since 2012. You still look the same, very beautiful. Is there anything that I'm saying? We're having a conversation. Is there anything that you have any input on the conversation that we're having besides the fibrillation going on inside of your balls? And then if I didn't look the same that I did 6 years ago, that would still be okay. It's like I'm gonna get old one day. And then what are you all gonna be saying? You're gonna be like, oh, Tonya, you look beat. Meanwhile, I'm 55. You'll be like, oh, girl, you don't look the same like you did when you was 30. Well, no, bitch, I don't. Okay. So at some point, we're going to have to start shifting the compliments that we give women away from what her damn looks and ass look like to what else is going on. So come on. This is part of the reason that I love podcasting. I haven't had nobody talk about my goddamn looks in any of my podcasts. And Nick is saying, I guess my questions get overlooked. Well, mother effer, post your question again. I cannot see everything that passes by. If you want me to see your question, you first of all post it when you see I'm looking at the screen. If I'm like this and you posting your question, how I'ma see it? I'll be like, oh, Nick, I think Nick has a question. Let me, I don't know. You put it in again. Put it in again. There's a lot. There's almost 300 people on here. Everybody's question's not going to get seen. Go ahead and thumbs up the video. It's finally starting to warm up. My hands, I can move again. All right. We're going to be getting out of here soon. So if you want to get your questions in, go ahead and get your questions in now. Because I need to go do my squats and push-ups. Oh, gosh. And Tony saying, damn, Tonya, I like this. Can you point to where I said all? This is what I'm saying. Comprehension is key. I want somebody to point to where Tonya said all. Ralph is saying men live in our privilege. We can't recognize this. True. And Kevin is saying women are always the weaker vessel, no matter how hard you huff and puff and pout. This is not true. This is not true, because it depends on what it is that you consider to be quote unquote weak. It depends, because we talked about the difference between strength and power. Strength is something that endures the force. Power is something that pushes it out. I am powerful. Plain and simple. I'm a powerful human being. I'm a powerful human being. Can I say that every single man on earth is as powerful as I am because his body is larger? No. No, as a matter of fact, the average man is not as powerful as I am. He may be physically stronger, but he's not as powerful. So let's get into that. And you see, this is what I'm saying, the way men's minds work. Oh, power, strength, weak. It's like, come on, raise your vibration, son. Raise it up. You acting and sounding very silly right now. All right. And Ori is, I'm a proud member of the MGTO. Ori, how you're a woman? What are you talking about? How are you a member of MGTO? You're so silly. Let me get this. All right, let's see what we're talking about. Men are men. Or, hey, Kevin. And B is saying, according to men, we hit the wall at 30 because we supposedly lose our looks. Well, you know what? Then that'll be good. So at least you have less dicks. At least you have less dicks over there trying to sword fight you. So let's go forward. All right. Looks like we have so many comments. I can't even keep up with them all. Oh, my Lord. All right. I'm sorry. I had to skip over all of the middle because we had pages of comments. I'm sorry. Tonya, would you recommend a 29-year-old woman to date a wealthy 50-year-old man? Do whatever you want. It's your life. Do what you want to do for you. Do what you want to do for you. Do what you want to do for you, child. If you want a 50-year-old man and he's wealthy and you say you're 29 and that's what you want, go do what you want to do. I don't understand. I give you the autonomy to live the type of life that you want. You're spamming my comments now, so let's go forward. All right. So listen, if I didn't get to your comment, I'm sorry. If I didn't get to your I'm going to put you in timeout because you're spamming my board now. Okay? I already answered your question. All right. JSM wants to know, how can we heal as women dealing with this epidemic? Well, one thing that you can do is get yourself, listen, please, LaRod, why are you cursing people out on my timeline? Leave these people alone. One thing that you can do is surround yourself with high vibrational people, with women. Go to goddess retreats, start saving up your money, and put it inside of your mind that you want to replenish yourself as goddess by going to a goddess retreat. Put it in your mind that you want to replenish your goddess essence by going to a goddess retreat, and just save up some money. Start saving. You know how they give you like a payment plan? Start saving up your money. That way and then you're going to attract it to you. And then when it comes to you, then you just go and and then you go to your retreat. You get therapy, you heal yourself. You get therapy. What else? So you get therapy. You just continue to just heal yourself for you. And then also you need to broaden your circles with women and men. Get higher vibrational people around you. Remember, you become like the 5 closest people to you. And male or female, if you have people in your life that you don't want to be like, you need to start shifting your circle. And it's unfortunate, but not everybody is going to come to the pinnacle with you. The same people that were good for drinking Moet and Hennessy with you in the club may not be the same people who's good for going to those retreats with you. So you got to do what you got to do for you. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. Men are why the Amazon is almost destroyed. This is what I'm saying. Every single person who allowed for that Amazon, they don't need to be getting any pussy. They don't need to be getting accolades. I'm tired now. I've done maybe what, let me see how many steps I've taken. 6,600 steps. Not bad. Then I'm going to go do some squats and push-ups and then call it a day. We should do these every morning when I go out and walk. That's what we should do. Listen, I'm almost back at my trailer. I will see you all in the next video. I'm tired of talking right now. All right? So thank you all. When you see this video up, just leave your comment. I want to hear what it is that you have to say. And I'll see you all in the next video. I'm putting up a video about that man who said that his girlfriend was lovely or his wife was lovely. No, she wasn't the prettiest, but she's loyal. I did a video about that. So I'm trying to edit that and get that up this morning. So look for that. I also need to find a way. Listen, those of you who are on my mailing list, I'm going to start sending out messages whenever I put up a video. So that's a service that I have to pay for. So just get ready for that because you're going to be getting emails now when I put up videos. All right, babies, all my knockouts, I love you all very much. I'm tired as a mother just from 6,000 steps. But you know what? It was good to come out and do my little walking in the morning. Because living in this trailer, working inside the trailer, if I don't come out in the morning, I won't even get my steps in. All right? All right, thank you all for coming out. Make sure that you support my videos. I also need to find a home for my podcast. I don't know what to do. I need a home for my podcast. Support my videos by buying my books, which is the Self-Love Affirmations Workbook. And also get you some hypnotherapeutic MP3s or my course, Will My Man Be Wealthy? And that is on my website. Just go to the shop area. And I'll see you all in the next video. All right? Peace, everyone. Peace. Remember, Tonya TKO, TONYA TKO. And I am Goddess Off the Grid. And I'm out. Peace.